Hey coaches, so it's the first week of Fall Classic, and when Crom called me and told me he wanted me to give some form of like a training on how to keep the momentum and build the momentum, it's like, all right. And at first I didn't know what to talk about, and then I realized I just got home from Tony Robbins, which is all about building momentum, keeping that focus, and really making you basically crush those goals that you set for yourself. So to back up, I want to introduce myself. I'm Wendy Spencer. I am a 6-star diamond coach. I have 9 lifetime diamonds. I am a mom of 3 little ones, 1, 3, and 4, and I currently live in Michigan. So to start, my first thing I wanted to talk to you about was how Tony Robbins explains how to change your state. Because I think this is so important in our business, especially because we do so much through social media. If you don't have an elevated state, people can feel that, because you are just typing things or you are taking pictures. You need to keep that elevated state. So the first thing to get to that elevated state is to change your physiology. Stand up, get moving. We're all really good at this, but sometimes, like the baby hasn't slept well, or I've been running around all day and I'm like, I just want to sit down. But that is not when you need to be sending your messages or working your business. You need to be in an elevated state. So get up, jump around, get moving, kind of get the body going again. The second thing you need to do is to change your focus. Okay, and create that vision. So what he had us do, and I think it's really important, we get told this a lot, but sometimes we don't always do it. For this Fall Classic, what are your goals? What are your goals specifically for this week? What are your goals for this month? What do you want to do for Fall Classic? What are your goals for the end of the year? Both personally, with your personal business, and with your team. So I need you to visualize those. I know this gets a little woo-woo, but just work with me here. So just sit down, think about it, like what is that vision? Do you see yourself with that SC20, in your Coach Online office? Do you see yourself popping diamonds this month? Do you see yourself spending more time with your kids? Do you see yourself getting a certain number on your paycheck? You need to physically put yourself in that place and feel it and let it kind of come into you. So, he suggests every 2 hours setting a timer and kind of putting yourself in that place. Change your state, change your focus. Okay, so I want you to write down. Maybe you can't visualize, maybe you're not one of those people that can get in those states easily, but you need to write it down. The third thing is change your language. So many of us go into I don't know how we start a business, okay, I have to get this and this and this and this done, right? You have this huge to-do list. Not that you're not gonna work from your to-do list, but you need to change that language. So for me, it's like a word that he used. Think of a word that every time you say it, you're going to do an action, and it's going to make you feel more stronger and powerful and successful and ready to rock it. Or think of like a song. So he played the Follow Me Into the Jungle. It's a really great song to kind of get you pumped up. So not only does it change your physiology, and it changes your focus. Like follow me into the jungle, whether it's your team or your customers, it's like we're in this together. We're going in it together. So that's my song. Okay? So before you sit down to, write any personal messages, before you sit down to respond or, follow up, which obviously following up is huge. All the money's in the follow-up. So that's another thing I'm really going to encourage you this month. Write those goals down. Make sure your follow-up is on point, because if you should be reaching more and more people, then you need to be following up more and more. Otherwise, you lose people. And then the last thing I wanted to kind of give to you was a new little tip that's been working for me, which is to create a public event from my like page. And when you do it that way, you really can, and it's a free event. So what you can really do is add a lot of value to people. And then when you're in there, you can potentially upsell, some of the other things that you do as a coach. You can show how your accountability really helps people stick to it. You can, obviously provide free clean eating. That's what I do. But I run it like a challenge group where I make sure people are checking in every day. I'm very specific about, walking through their nutrition with them. Hey, did you do your workout? How are you feeling? And then there are posts in there like, Shakeology. Is it something that, have you ever considered it? How are you feeling with your energy? Do you struggle sometimes to get all of those fresh ingredients in your smoothie that I'm encouraging you to make in the morning? It doesn't have to be a free clean eating group. It can be a flat abs group or a squat challenge or, like a tidy up your house. Whatever your niche thinks that they're good for, that's what you need to focus on. So create that free event from your like page, and that way invite all of your friends to, invite their friends to it. And then you can also potentially advertise with it. So then you'll get even more people from that niche. So with that, you know, you can also, we got this email yesterday, but the boosts, if you sell, you know, the 3 boosts together, then that's another, you know, fall classic point. So you would potentially use the boost or even do that as a giveaway, like a greens giveaway, you know? All right, so I think I'm over my time limit. I tend to get it verbose, but if you have any questions about any of this, please reach out to me on my page, Wendy Spencer Fitness, or just email me. I'm totally cool. I look forward to hearing from you, and if you have any feedback about what else I could help you with, let me know. Have a good day.